There is actually content in this game this week, and we are back with good and bad. So let's go ahead and hit that intro and start off going through this week. Hey everybody, Finity from Reality Skewed Gamers here, and we are here to go through the news and notes of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes and tell you whether or not we thought this week deserved a thumbs up or a thumbs down based on all the different things that happened. Now, unlike the previous couple weeks, we did have a good bit of information that came out, so let's go ahead and jump right into it to start going over this week. So while there was only one real post that came out this week, there was a lot of content on this, and so we're going to break this down and give thumbs up and thumbs down as we dissect what we got in the content update from this week. Now, the first major thing is that we got some more requirements of the Galactic Legends. Now, we've been waiting for the Galactic Legend requirements. We had the first set, now we have the second set, so we're going to start looking into this to try and see how this plays out. Now, in the couple weeks ago when I did the last good and bad, because we didn't have one last week because CG has given us absolutely nothing during that week, the one thing that I said was that if Jedi Knight Luke was required for the Jedi Master Luke, that I would be giving it a thumbs down. And we see that he is required here, so of course I am giving this a thumbs down.
This is bad.
Now, the reason again is that the Galactic Legends were originally sold as one of these releases that is going to be difficult to get, but is not going to require a panic farm. And the whole idea behind the panic farm is that you only have this short period of time to get the character. Otherwise, you're going to have to be waiting 2, 3, 4 months to do it. Now, the problem with Jedi Knight Luke as a requirement for Jedi Master Luke is that Jedi Knight Luke is still time gated. So he is an event character that is only around for a little while. They did release him though. They are going to have him between the 9th and the 20th. So his event is currently active. However, this is still a timed event. And if you don't have Jedi Knight Luke by September 20th, you could easily be waiting until Christmas to get your Jedi Master Luke. So it is kind of a bad form, in my opinion, for the Galactic Legends to have a time gate in this way. They should be accessible when you have the requirements, and so for that reason, I gave it a thumbs down. However, looking at these requirements, I have to give the overall requirements a thumbs up.
Business is good.
And the reason for the overall thumbs up is because the requirements for Luke, while they do require a lot of legendary characters, they're all fairly high-ranking meta-ish characters, whether it's the main meta, whether it's GAC, they're all really common characters that we're using. The ones that aren't really used, we see on the dark side with things like Sidious and we saw Maul, but they're the only ones really required, and Maul is even a Relic 4. So we're seeing a little bit of a trade-off here with the requirements, where you have the higher relics required for Luke, but they're more meta characters, and you have the lower relics required for Emperor, and they're not as useful. So you get a little bit of a balance here to see whether or not the prerequisites are worth it for you to work on. We still have another level to go, so some of this could change, but as it stands right now, I do like the way they're kind of balancing this out, where Luke is going to be for those that have focused more on the meta and they can maybe get it a little bit easier. Emperor Palpatine is a little bit easier of a grind if you don't have either of them, which gives a little bit of accessibility to both of the Galactic Legends. As we go through the rest of the post, the other thing is gas is going to be available in the Journey Guide permanently beginning September 14th. So that is a nice thing to have going here, which is gas is a little less than a year, just around that year time, and we know that that's the cadence that they're doing. So I do like the fact that gas is moving into the Journey Guide. It is time for that. It is a good sign. We still have the ongoing double drops here for the event and the boost. So currently ongoing right now is the light side battle nodes. Then, moving forward, we have the mods next week, which I hope everyone is going to take advantage of, because that is a good one. And then the dark side battles. Now, again, you do not get tickets as part of the double drop, so keep that in mind as we go through it. Now, they did again return the Jedi Knight Luke, and Chupio is now in the Shard Shuffle, following the cadence, but because it is such a good character and one that I've been waiting for, I am giving this a thumbs up.
Because this is good.
So this post had a few ups and downs. They did have the overall post here with some of the updates. They had more packs. I mean, it's all kind of standard things that they've been putting out. Now, there was another post that came out that really wasn't on the forum post, but it was a podcast post by the Galactic War Report. SB Crumb did make an appearance there and talked a little bit about the Galactic Challenges and the Galactic Legends. So starting off with the Galactic Legends, what he talked about was that both of the new Galactic Legends are going to have a transformation type ability. They're both going to be powerful, but you're going to get even more powerful with this transformation. So we can suspect that maybe this transformation is going to be their ultimate ability. Luke is also going to be favoring more on the buffing side of things, and Palpatine is going to be more about manipulating the battlefield. So we have a little bit of an idea about what we might see here with the kit and what their capabilities are. Unlike a lot of the suspicion going on around Luke, he did say that Luke would be able to do some offense. So he may not be that stationary Watt and Hermit Yoda type of character. Sounds like he is going to have some additional abilities. The other thing they said was that they are going to be in similar power to Rey and Kylo, in addition to their synergies as well. Both of them are going to be expected to have some broad synergies with light side and dark side, but then very specific synergies like Luke is going to have with the Jedi. So you're going to see some things here going on, which I think are pretty neat, and hopefully next week, or in 2 weeks from now, we're probably going to get the last release of the requirements, and then we're going to see a kit to be able to pull this all together. I am happy that Crumb is going on a podcast like this to give his information, so I have to give this a thumbs up.
Because this is good.
In addition, they did talk a little bit more about the Galactic Challenges. And we've all seen the changes to the Galactic Challenges with the 3-day period now, which is what I believe they said they're going to continue to go with here, and we're going to continue to monitor that. They've also updated the reward system, and they're liking the way the reward systems are, and I think overall players are too. We are liking the changes to the Galactic Challenges, and they're looking at adding new Galactic Challenges each time, including Hoth and Coruscant. So we're seeing some options here about being able to expand the Galactic Challenges now that they have a good foundation, hopefully, on the timing and the rewards. So these changes, again, are getting a thumbs up.
Because this is good.
They also mentioned, just as a side note there, November is going to be a big month for Galaxy of Heroes, as it is their 5th anniversary. So stay tuned for more announcements about that. So overall, this has been a really good week. I think there's a lot of stuff that's come out. Now, again, there is the big down for me that Jedi Knight Luke is a requirement for Jedi Master Luke, because I think it undermines the whole concept of the Panic Farm and the Galactic Legend. However, with all of this in mind, there was a lot of information that came out this week. Whether you liked it or not, Crumb was on a podcast giving information. Huge. It's kind of big for the community to get this kind of information. I am personally a fan of it. I like what they've said so far. I'm looking forward to what this is going to bring. And with that, I am giving this week a thumbs up. So thank you to everyone watching here. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Good and Bad. If you did, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Also, make sure you hit that subscribe. If you're not already subscribed to our channels, check out some of our other content. We are live streaming all the time. And with that, I am Infinity with Reality Skewed Gamers. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time.